Texting me now.
I use QuickBooks Self-Employed to maximize my tax deductions. Mileage, travel expenses, meals and entertainment.
This New Jersey statute, like statutes governing security for costs, regulates only the procedure for instituting a particular cause of action, and hence need not be applied in this diversity suit in the federal court. Rule 23 of the Federal Rules of Civil Procedure defines the procedure for the federal courts. Mr. Justice Rutledge dissenting. I am in accord with the dissenting opinion of Mr. Justice Douglas in this case. I also agree with the dissenting views of Mr. Justice Jackson in number 465 Woods v. Page 337 U. S. 558. Interstate Realty Co. Andy P. 337 U. S. 538 decided today. I have noted my dissent in Reagan v. Merchants Transfer and Warehouse Co. Andy P. 337 U. S. 530 also decided today. Without undertaking to discuss each case in detail, I think the three decisions taken together demonstrate the extreme extent to which the court is going in submitting the control of diversity litigation in the federal courts to the states rather than to Congress where it properly belongs. This is done in the guise of applying the rule of Erie R. Co. v. Tompkins 304 U. S. 64. But in my opinion, it was never the purpose of that decision to put such matters as those involved here outside the power of Congress to regulate and to confer that authority exclusively upon the states. What is being applied is a gloss on the Erie rule, not the rule itself. That case held that federal courts in diversity cases must apply state law, decisional as well as statutory, in determining matters of substantive law, in particular and apart from procedural limitations upon its assertion whether a cause of action exists. I accept that view generally and insofar as it involves a wide rule of administration for the federal courts, though I have grave doubt that it has any solid constitutional foundation. But the Erie case made no ruling that, in so deciding diversity cases, a federal court is merely another court of the state in which it sits, and hence that in every situation in which the doors of state courts are closed to a suitor, so must be also those of the federal courts. Not only is this not true when the state bar is raised by a purely procedural obstacle. There is sound historical reason for believing that one of the purposes of the diversity clause was to afford a federal court remedy when, for at least some reasons of state policy, none would be available in the state courts. It is the gloss which has page 337 U. S. 559. Been put upon the Erie ruling by later decisions, e.g., Guarantee Trust Co. v. York 326 U. S. 99, which, in my opinion, is being applied to extend the Erie ruling far beyond its original purpose or intent in my judgment, with consequences and implications seriously impairing Congress's power, within its proper sphere of action, to control this type of litigation in the federal courts. The accepted dichotomy is the familiar procedural substantive one. This, of course, is a subject of endless discussion, which hardly needs to be repeated here. Suffice it to say that actually, in many situations, procedure and substance are so interwoven that rational separation becomes well nigh impossible. But even so, this fact cannot dispense with the necessity of making a distinction. For, as the matter stands, it is Congress which has the power to govern the procedure of the federal courts in diversity cases, and the states which have that power over matters clearly substantive in nature. Judges therefore cannot escape making the division. And they must make it where the two constituent elements are Siamese twins, as well as where they are not twins or even blood brothers. The real question is not whether the separation shall be made, but how it shall be made, whether mechanically by reference to whether the state court's doors are open or closed, or by consideration of the policies which close them and their relation to accommodating the policy of the Erie rule with Congress's power to govern the incidents of litigation in diversity suits. It is in these close cases, this borderland area, that I think we are going too far. It is one thing to decide that Pennsylvania does or does not create a cause of action in tort for injuries inflicted by specified conduct, and to have that determination govern the outcome. Page 337 U. S. 560. A diversity suit in Pennsylvania or New York. Asterisk, it is another, in my view, to require a bond for costs or for payment of the opposing party's expenses and attorney's fees in the event the claimant is unsuccessful. Whether or not the latter is conceived as creating a new substantive right, it is too close to controlling the incidents of the litigation, rather than its outcome, to be identified with the former. It is a matter which, in my opinion, lies within Congress's control for diversity cases, not one for state control, or to be governed by the fact that the state shuts the doors of its courts unless the state requirements concerning such incidents of litigation are complied with. In my view, Rule 23 of the Federal Rules of Civil Procedure, derived from the former equity rule, and now having the sanction of Congress, is valid and governs in the Cohen case. However, the state of New Jersey has the power to govern federal diversity suits within its. Page 337.
So what's going on?
How you doing? You're Officer Doe, right?
Yep.
Great. So you took the report about, what, a couple of weeks ago? As far as the situation with this young lady stealing my property, correct? All right, so
What's going on today?
what I would like to do is first, since this is a continuation of the previous incident, I'd like to get my property back that you stole on that particular day.
We'll address that after the fact. What happened today?
Great. What happened today is that when this young lady came in and attempted to do,
Who is this young lady?
the lady that's outside presently right
What's her
now,
name?
her name is Yasa Goma Washington.
Okay.
She's the same lady that was the, I guess you would call, perpetrator of the incident that you made a report regarding
This is the
previously.
third time I'm going to tell you what happened today.
So I'm telling you that the lady that is outside is the same woman who had previously stolen multiple items out of this church and she attempted to do the exact same thing today. So you're understanding me so far?
I'm still waiting for you to get to what
Right.
happened today, sir.
So she attempted to steal my property from my home, and I stopped her and got the entire situation on record of them attempting, and I think this gentleman as well was the other assailant that did the grand theft a while ago. So what I would like is for charges to be
What happened
pressed.
today, sir?
I can show you on the recording. Would you like
Show
to see
me
the
on the
recording?
Where is this camera located? Is it the
It's
actual
the laptop camera.
Laptop, okay.
Give our property alone, please. Lives here in the name of the Lord Jesus. Lord Jesus, bless that.
Can you turn the volume up for me, sir?
You're trying to steal our stuff. Stay away.
See what's up? See- Just
Do not touch my property. Ain't nobody kidding you. You're trying to steal our stuff. Stay away.
see what's up? See what's up?
Steal. Leave our property alone, please. Loose here in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ.
I'm at a church.
That's her attempting to steal that
Everyone
property
there,
from
come
two.
here.
Which she's stolen one already, and she'll
I'm at a
continue to
church. You
steal
know,
the
I told you,
second
it was
one.
told Jason, we don't want the things here. He got the computer, laptop is back on the podium here.
So she thinks that she has the right to come and take
Can
someone's
you
personal
rewind
property.
probably 10, 15 seconds for me? Is that the loudest it gets?
Bless afternoon.
I can connect it to this speaker, and it'll be much louder.
Let's do that. I'm a little deaf.
That's fine. I just want you to understand that I would like to press charges against this lady coming to steal our property again and assaulting me and trying to take my things. Okay, after I'll get to everything else that happened a week after the initial theft.
You're able to. Sir, how are you?
Hey,
Gotta watch the video.
Okay.
It's all recorded.
Hello.
Was there a wagon on?
You have your ID on you, Jason?
I do.
Can I see it, please?
I'll get it for you in just a moment.
Thank you.
I have both my present and expired ID, which both show my residency has been here for the last 6 years.
Okay.
I'm going to terminate the Bluetooth off my phone, and hopefully it'll connect to the speaker so you can hear exactly what took place. This lady has no legal authority here. This is the church of her ex-husband. It is not her church. She is not the supervisor. She is not the secretary.
I think I discussed that with you last time, and
I don't know what you discussed last time. All I know is someone attempted to steal our property from our ministry,
so
which
if
they've
you want
done
to
before.
disregard what I've told you before, then we'll disregard what you just told me.
I'd appreciate it if you'd be a little bit more respectful.
So, I don't know what you told my partner, but what happened today from your side?
This lady, for the third time, today was the third time of her either attempting to steal or directly stealing our property.
Officer, I need to go in there.
Okay.
You have keys to the building, right, ma'am?
Yes, I'm the administrator.
So you can go
And
wherever
she's not the
you want to.
administrator, the
You don't know
pastor,
wait outside, that's why
or
I'm
anything. She does not. She is not the pastor of the
I have
church.
documentation of
She's
it.
the, yeah,
Yeah.
show the documentation to make sure it's up to date.
Bluetooth disconnected. Bluetooth pairing. Bluetooth.
So do you live here?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So you have.
And I also facilitate services at the church, which is the church of her ex-husband.
Okay.
All right. So this is the recording of what took place today. I have the recordings
Can
of
you
the
rewind
last
to her
two.
walking in for me?
Yes, let me just get my hands together.
Just do not.
You're not touching my property. Ain't nobody hitting you. You're trying to steal our stuff. Stay away
See
from
what's
our
up.
stuff.
See what's up.
Still. Leave our property alone, please. Loose here in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ.
I'm at the church. Let me whether the elbow come in. I'm at the church. You're not good.
So that's today.
Okay.
All right. But that's not the only video, because 1 week previous to now, she stole $1,000 of equipment with the other Mexican gentleman that's up there and another person that's not here, to which there's a report that Officer B. Martinez submitted, and I submitted a supplemental report, and we still haven't gotten much of that property back. There's still $800 of outstanding property
That's
missing.
already been reported, correct?
Yes, and that has been reported and it was recorded. So what I would like officers, since two of the assailants are here, one of them was served a citation, the other was not served a citation because they fled the premises. I would like to press charges against them for that event.
So, the incident you said happened about a week ago.
Yes.
Who got a citation?
Yasa Gobo, Washington.
So she got a citation,
She got
possibly?
one citation, but there were 3 perpetrators. Okay? So do you want to see that video, or do you want to have the number so you can look up the report yourself?
No, it's already. You're telling me it's already been reported, right?
Yeah, it's already been reported, but only one individual has got a court date with me. I need 3 individuals to have a court date with me because my property is still missing, and 2 of the thieves are here today.
Okay, that's already been reported. They're gonna have to settle that once the DA gets a hold of that.
The
We're
only
here for
thing,
what happened.
the only thing that has been settled is the situation as far as her being served.
Served what?
Served a citation for the grand theft that took place on March 24th, 2020.
Which has already been reported, correct?
It's been reported. One of the perpetrators was served a citation. Do you have the capacity to serve the other 2 or not?
Not after.
That's fine. Okay,
That's
so
fine.
it's already a civil
We're
matter
here for
pending.
today.
Do you
That's
have
fine.
your ID on you, sir?
I do.
May I please see it?
Yes, you may see it.
Thank you.
I'm going upstairs to get my ID. I'll be right back.
So you see what I was talking about?
Yes. I do. I'm not generating a report number from the police, sir.
Yeah, I did.
Thank you. Good blue card.
I need this to stop.
I agree.
This lady has come 3 times. She's stolen property and she's attempted to steal property. I'm tired of dealing with this.
Hold on.
I've been calling police for the last 3 days attempting to get an officer to help do a standby for preservation of the peace so I can retrieve my property that she is on record stealing. I want to know if I can get that assistance today from one of you officers.
At this point right now, sir, I am here to address what happened today. That has been reported. I don't know. I wasn't there.
Okay.
Does that make sense though?
I'll just have to go with it for right now, and I'll just go ahead and let that
Because
matter.
you got, when is your court date?
There hasn't been a court date set as far as.
If she got a citation, there's going to be a court date.
I didn't get a copy of the citation, so I don't know when that court date is. I was told that I'd be contacted by the DA.
Which you will eventually.
Yes.
And it's usually 1 month, but since you know what's going on right now is the whole COVID, right? That might delay things.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
And I can only do so much based off law and policy,
That's fine.
right? Because I'm not going to violate that.
No one's asking you to.
What is your phone number, sir?
510-798-6576.
510-798-6576. So, do you want to tell me what happened today? From your perspective.
The same thing that happened on the video. She
Okay.
entered the premises of her ex-husband's church. She is not an administrator here. She has no authority here. Okay?
Okay.
She came up on these stairs. and she attempted to molest and steal my property, which she has done previously as well. And I took custody of my property.
Was that projector, laptop? What did she? The projector right here?
She attempted to steal the projector first. Steal the laptop first. She always attacks that first because she knows I'm recording, and then she went after the projector once I obtained custody of my laptop.
Okay. So,
I went to press charges.
What did you do?
What do you mean what I did? I obtained my property that belongs to me, which I have every legal right to do.
Did you push her? Did she push you at all?
Is that on the record?
No, I'm asking you.
No.
It's just questions.
No.
So you didn't push her, right?
No. I got my property back. Why? Is that what she lying and telling you?
That is what she's telling me.
Here you go.
Thanks.
I want to make it clear that I'm interested in pressing charges against this lady for her second attempt.
And you want to press charges about her attempt?
This separate incident. This lady is a nutcase.
What I'm going to tell you is that she did tell me.
I don't care what she said. I have a side
okay.
too.
I'm going to take your side. If you're going to want to press charges on her attempting to steal, we can cite her for attempt theft. Okay? But she wants to press charges against you.
She can try to do whatever she wants.
Okay,
I don't care about that.
What I'm saying is that both of you will receive citations.
That's fine. I don't care.
That's fine.
I hope she has video documentation subsidizing what she's claiming, because I certainly do.
I keep that video documentation, because that which you can use in court.
Yeah. Thank you.
So you guys are okay if you guys both want to get citations.
But what I'm saying is that her wanting to lie and press charges against me doesn't have anything to do with me wanting to press charges against her, so I don't even know why that was inducted into the conversation. I could care less about what she wants to do.
Okay.
Why did you even mention that anyway? It's completely irrelevant.
What?
Her wanting to press charges, who cares?
Well, she called and that's what she told me.
I called too, so what?
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys can both press charges on each other. That's completely legal.
Okay,
Because we want
so,
them here.
yeah, so, thank
Okay.
you. Just proceed with what I requested. I wouldn't mind if you did that.
All right. So there's going to be, I'll come back with your citation and stuff.
That's fine.
This here is going to be the report number. That's going to
Thank
be
you.
your copy. Hang on to that for court.
Sure.
That's important.
Oh yeah, I have a few of these.
All right.
Great. And I have to ask you, Officer Doe, because I emailed you about the situation on whatever, the
original
21st.
report that I met you on.
Yeah, so it was submitted?
Marcy's court as well.
My report is done.
Okay,
It's
great,
already going
thank you.
above my head. I
Yeah,
don't know
because
where it's going from here.
I've been trying to get a hold of someone from record so I can get a copy of it. And I've just been getting voicemails and stuff.
So
for the
one
last
of the
couple
issues
of
with
weeks.
that is with the COVID-19 going on.
Is things are slow.
All civilians who are not
Yeah.
essential, which I imagine records may or may not fall under that.
Yes.
So they may not even be operating.
Okay. I'm going to ask you something.
Okay.
You witnessed her, or at least you saw her on the video, stealing my projector, and you were the author of the report regarding that matter.
But which video? This video just now?
No, not the video there. The video that was associated with the report that you generated.
I never saw
You
it.
never saw the video? Would you like to see the video?
The report's already submitted. It's
Okay,
out of my
good.
hands.
So it's been submitted?
Yeah.
All right.
I never saw a video.
Okay, so you didn't see a video. All right, that's fine.
Okay.
Whatever. So these people are consistently coming here because they have keys, okay? And they're attempting to steal my property. If this happens again, all right, what do you suggest we do? Wait 20, 30 minutes for you guys to show up?
As opposed to what?
As opposed to me taking custody of my property when
You
they try
can
to steal
secure
it.
your property any way you feel you need to. And if the other side feels like they need to call the police and make a report, they will.
And if I decide that I need to call the police for an attempted theft,
then you do so.
okay, all right, that's fine. I would appreciate
So
it.
here's the issue you're running into, or at least everyone's going to run into with the situation. This is essentially a common space in the sense that she has standing over it as well as you have standing.
Is she the pastor of this church?
So I'm not going to argue this part.
Okay, so you don't have to argue. I just asked you a question.
Sure.
You made a
Would
statement.
you like to speak to a supervisor?
No, I would just like you to substantiate the claims that you're saying. I just asked you. You made a statement, and I just asked you.
Because
if
your
she-
response, or all responses you've given me, is everything falls on the pastor that's not even here. And I'm trying to give you what the legal standing of what we can and cannot do.
Are you an officer? Or are you adjudicating
don't
as a
want to
judge?
continue this conversation because you don't like what I say, I can be quiet and I can walk out.
No, well, I just prefer if you would state statements that you can actually substantiate with facts. The fact of the matter is
So
that
what I
she's
just
the ex.
said, what I just said was,
Yes,
she has legal standing over this space
according to what?
because she has keys.
That means nothing.
Okay.
That
I'm
means
not going to
nothing.
argue the law with you, sir.
Yeah, but that's not
If
even
there's
law.
anything else I can do with you,
That's-
please let me know.
But that's not law. That's all I'm stating. Thank you.
Okay, sounds good.
Thank you.
Mm.